Hey guys, Jason the X for SCNS Live, powered by Cineleaks.com, and this is the figure review of the new Batman Adventures Batman figure from DC Collectibles. 75 years of Batman, ladies and gentlemen. Now everybody likes to sit there and say, oh, you hate everything that's DC. Au contraire, mon frere. I loved Batman the Animated Series and Justice League Unlimited. Some of the best stories ever. So for this figure to get released in a very posable, but still true to the Bruce Timm style, yeah, had to pick this up immediately. Got this in my local comic shop. It's not well, anywhere you can get it. You have to get it from a comic shop. So anyway, let's go ahead and move this guy aside. And let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see right here, he's got that classic, the animated series. You got Nightwing and Tim Drake Robin there. You got Batman the Adventures, DC Collectibles. Batman on the side, he is 01, sculpted by Irene Mater. And on the side, you know, you got a little DC Collectible thing there. And on the back, just that same print in blue. But I dig it. I do dig it. Now, I will say, inside the packaging though, which is actually like 2 clamshells in one. You get one tray with like an extra cape and some other stuff on it, on top of this tray that actually has the figure. I don't know why I'm showing you that, because it's clear. It doesn't really make a difference. But on the inside, we do get a look at other figures coming down the line. Now, of course, we got Batman, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, we've got Catwoman, Joker, must-have, we got a Dick Grayson Robin there. We got a Man-Bat figure that looks really good. I'm really hoping they do something good with those wings. Poison Ivy. We got Killer Croc and Baby Doll. We got Tim Drake Robin. The Creeper! Yes, yes! And, of course, a Harley Quinn. I know this will make one good friend of mine named Nazni Voles out there very happy. So, yeah. I'm in for this line. I love the DC Animated Universe. And this was one of my favorite cartoons. Now, on to the accessories, and he has a lot of them. He does have this base, which has the new Batman Adventures on it, and a couple of turnarounds of the figure. That Paul Dini Bruce Timm style, love it. So anyway, you got a clear plastic base here. I mean, a clear plastic pole that you can put it on, and it's it only goes in one direction. So you just want to kind of get that. It's got a notch out of one side that'll. There we go. And then it comes with this clip, kind of like a figure art stand, that you can slide up and down because it's bored all the way through. So you can get this to help him stand up, or maybe put him in some action poses. Nice touch adding this. This is a really good thing because he does have a narrow foot base. However, he has a lot of posability there, so you can get him standing pretty well. Now, accessory-wise, he does come with a Batarang. Just a simple-looking Batarang, got a little flash on there. Take care of that. And he comes with his grappling hook. I love the grappling hook. And also, it comes off. There's no string or anything to connect these, but, you know, somebody more inventive might be able to do something, I'm just saying. And also, he has a hand that's already holding this. So, we've got this, but it's already molded into the hand, and you can just pop it off like that. It does come with a couple of open hands here. One's kind of angled, one's kind of got the thumb off to the side. You got, well, that one again. It's got a hand for actually holding and throwing the Batarang. Let's see if I can get that in there. So yeah, you can pose him with that. That's pretty awesome. And I think I got my hands mixed up. He does have another hand, actually, for holding the Batarang on the other side. So yeah, there's actually 2 sets of hands there. So anyway, I'm just getting all these mixed up. Anyway, so you got these slightly open hands here that you can put on him. And you got these 2 open palms here. Well, open hands. Now, we'll be careful. What I did see on a review with Shartimus Prime, these hands are hinged, but he broke one of his pegs, and I'm really hoping that doesn't happen here because this is my first time actually messing around with this guy. Now, onto the figure himself. He does look very, very cool. I mean, look at that. That is that big chin, Bruce Wayne, Batman, in that animated series style. Oh, it's just awesome. And his cape does come over his shoulders, but it's of a very soft material. It's very pliable. But this is more for stationary poses. He's sitting there like, I am Batman, and I'm looking stoically at things. Now, mine does have a little chip out of the black right here. I might try to fill that in. It's a little off kilter. If you look right there, it kind of comes, the paint doesn't come up far enough for the mold, because it is actually a mold on the front here. The other thing I'll say is the utility belt seems to be a bit off kilter. I don't know what's with that. It just seems a little bit off. And there's actually a peg in the back of the belt that fits into his waist to keep it in place. And the belt, as far as I can tell, is not removable. So you got some printing on the back here. But yeah, and it does have like very skinny feet, but that's the animation model, so what do you want, you know? Articulation wise, well actually before we get into articulation, he does come with a separate cape, like I said, this one right here, that allows his shoulders a little bit more movement. So all you want to do to change that is just pop the head off, and the first time doing this, it'll seem really stiff, and it doesn't want to go. Come on, you bastard. Ah, there we go. So yeah, it'll be a little stiff getting out of there, and I'm actually trying to be very careful with that. But all you want to do is take the cape off, and you can put his head back on without it, you know, if you want that. But his neck looks really long without the cape. So you just put the cape back over and pop the head back on. See, the problem was I'm actually twisting trying to get that ball joint out of there, but it twists on this ball joint here. I mean, on the peg on the ball joint. So that's probably why you're going to encounter some difficulty. So anyway, get that back on there, and you want to push it all the way down to actually close that gap up. So anyway, on to posability. The feet, they are able to go in and out. You can actually twist them. I'm trying to see where this peg is. I think it's actually, the peg is in the foot like the Marvel Legends style. Yeah, it is. It's in there. So that'll help you with posing his feet, since he does have a very, very narrow foot base. The knees are posable, but they're only about that far. You got the traditional DCU style hips that swing out, and they'll go forward and backwards. But you know, you can't get a lot out of there. I do like they actually added some paint underneath there to make it look a little bit more cohesive. You got a waist joint, you've got ball jointed shoulders, but this is as far as you can go up. As you can see, it's hitting right there when I bring it up. You can go backwards and forwards. You got a twist at the bicep, an elbow joint, and which doesn't go very far. The wrists will go backwards and forwards, or back and forth, and do a full 180. And the head is on that ball joint that you can kind of, like I said, you can kind of move it up a little bit, so you can get them in maybe some looking up poses, but you'll have this gap back here. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, as far as the interchangeable hands, you can take, I am nervous to do this because, man, okay, it actually popped out just fine. So let's go ahead and put in his grappling hook, just because I think it's cool they added that. And let's go ahead and take this off. And let's put a Batarang hand on there. So there we go, yeah. Like I say, he's not majorly posable, but what he can do is alright with me. Let's see if I can get him in something without the stand. And mind you, he is top heavy because of that body style. Alright, there we go. Now, I don't know if this guy's going to be offered at retail. Like I said, I had to go to one of my local comic shops to get it, so I can't tell you. But it is a really nice figure. Would I recommend it? If you were a fan of the DC Animated Universe or Batman the Animated Series, go get this figure. Great design, and it feels very solid, by the way. It doesn't feel cheap at all. So, Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Now he doesn't want to stand because I had to move that foot slightly. Dang OCD. Anyway, alright guys, that's it for me. This is the Batman DC Direct Batman the Animated Series figure. Check your local comic shops for this guy. He is pretty awesome though. Till next time guys, I'm Jason the X. I'll catch you later. Hey guys, real quick, forgot something about this figure. I just kind of figured out before. He does have posability at the calves, right at the boot. So yeah, that's there. I thought I should mention that. And also, for a size comparison, here he is with Cap 2 from Marvel Legends. So he's a little bit smaller than a Marvel Legends. I think he should be bigger if he was going to be in scale with those guys. But anyway, that's all I had. Once again, I'm Jason the X. Sorry for the add-on. You guys take it easy. Catch you later.